Hello again, everybody, and welcome to USA Hockey Arena in Plymouth, Michigan. USA Hockey Arena is the home of the National Team Development Program. We're going to spend a few quality moments with U17 assistant coach John Draeger. And John, thanks for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Pete.
You grew up in Edina, Minnesota, quite the hockey hotbed for all of the hockey elite out there that knows about it. Well, how did you get started playing hockey?
Yeah, how did I get started? Playing in the yard, right?
Yeah.
Playing in the backyard, playing at the frozen ponds out there. And, I actually grew up in a lake. And when I was real small, moved down to Faribault, Minnesota. And we had a lake out there. My dad would get out and shovel and put Christmas lights around, right? And I think that's a similar story to a lot of Minnesotans. So very fortunate and blessed to just have the opportunity to go out and play with your friends on the lake and on the pond.
You had the opportunity to play high school hockey, but you ended up at Shattuck-St. Mary's. How did that process work?
Yeah, well, growing up in Faribault, you're obviously familiar with Shattuck and just the reputation and the players that come through the program. And so really, I started just playing youth local association in Faribault, and I went to school at Shattuck, but I honestly wasn't good enough to make the team. And I just kept trying, and finally I got an opportunity to try out and made the team. And actually played for Adam Nightingale, who I know is coached here at the NTDP. Played for him, and then kind of worked my way up to playing at Shattuck-St. Mary's. And so just out of happenstance, and I guess being a local Faribault kid.
Yep. So then you go to Michigan State. So you go to Shattuck, which is a pretty one of the best youth programs in the country, if not the world. You go to Michigan State. How did that process work? I know you were there 4 years.
Yeah, well, I played for Adam Nightingale at Shattuck, and so he was director of operations at Michigan State at the times, and so I think my name came up through the recruiting process, and then got to meet with Coach Anastas, and Adam was a big part of my decision to go and play at Michigan State, and obviously the program and the history there was a big draw for me.
So you're not surprised at the success Adam Nightingale has had with not only Michigan State, but he was successful here, successful as assistant coach with the Red Wings, and now at Michigan State. What makes him such a special coach?
Yeah, definitely not surprised. I think for me personally, having played for him and been around him, it's the relationships he builds with his players and the culture that he brings. And I think you see that through the teams at Michigan State and the teams here and everywhere that he's been. It's always about the team, doing the right things, and I think that's what he preaches every single day. And he gets a great buy-in from that. And so I'm always very appreciative of what he brings to the table.
And he's in charge. There's no doubt about that. He is definitely in charge. But there's a certain humble quality about him. I mean, you could have a cup of coffee with him. You could have a beer, whatever you wanted. And he doesn't put on airs, I guess the way I would put it. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I think it goes back to maybe his upbringing and where he's from, and I think I share a lot of that same cloth as well, and so I appreciate that kind of blue collarness, and that it's never about one person and it's always about the team, and I think that's what you see in his coaching and at Michigan State, the level of professionalism and the humbleness, and just trying to leave the game in a better spot than where you left it, and I think that's something that he embodies.
So you ended up in coaching, and you were with the Sioux Falls Power, and I remember 5-6 years ago doing a youth hockey tournament somewhere like Fraser or someplace like that, seeing the Sioux Falls Power, and I remember a goaltender who's now playing well in the USHL, Caleb Heil, among a couple of others. How did you end up in Sioux Falls?
Yeah, well, Noelle Needham, who runs the program down there, does an awesome job, and she also went to Shattuck-St. Mary's, and so we had a mutual connection there, and I wanted to get my start in coaching, and there was an opportunity at the 18 under team there, and so got connected with her, and was so blessed at the opportunity, really. I think she does a wonderful job, is very intelligent in the way that she thinks about the game and her coaching and teaching, and so she kind of brought me under her tutelage and brought me into their fold, and it was a super great experience for me to learn and grow as a coach.
So then you end up here at the National Team Development Program. How did that process work?
Yeah, well, I think as with anything, it's being kind of in the right spot at the right time. I was just kind of in the right spot at the right time, and had the opportunity to meet with Greg, and I think we hit it off in the way that we think about the game and the process that we want to develop here and continue to grow and to continue to push the envelope and get better and better at developing players, and had a really cool opportunity to do that with this group and continue to help them get better in what they do.
So you've been at every stop of the way that a lot of these players aspire to. You were a draft pick of the Minnesota Wild, played at Michigan State, played at Shattuck. How does that experience translate for you to try to help these players?
Yeah, I think for me, I just try to share with them how difficult it can be, right? In my own personal experience with injuries, and every coach has gone through it as well, but just helping them understand how difficult it is and to never take anything for granted, and try to get to know them on a personal level and help them reach their goals, and show them that we're here to help them. And so certainly leaning on that experience and having been there, and as you know, it could be tough being a 16-year-old kid, and it could be tough going through this program. It can be difficult to play in the USHL, and so to give them just some of that perspective and that experience can hopefully help them reach their potential.
One thing I enjoy about you, and I see it with a lot of people who work here, you come to the rink with a smile on your face most days. Is that love of the game? Is that love of being here? Maybe a combination of things? Maybe your general outlook is a real positive one. I really enjoy it, by the way. What goes behind that?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're all so blessed to be here, right? Every single day, you get to coach and get to work with kids that are motivated and fun to be around, and honestly, just love the game and love being around it and love the people I get to work with and the players that I get to help mentor. So really, just for me, it's an opportunity every single day to get better and to improve, and so definitely fortunate to be here at the NTDP.
John, thanks for your time. I really enjoy your video chats with the players. I get to sit in every once in a while. It's always positive, no matter what the won-loss record is. Really appreciate your time. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Pete.